Today is Ashura. Ashura is meaning the 10th day of the Muharram. Muharram is the first month of our calendar. Since Allah created the universe, He made these 12 months. And these 12 months, we get it from the moon. Every end of the month, the moon disappears. And when it's appeared like a small, like a crescent, it is the start of the month. And that's how the months made. The sun doesn't make a month. Sun make a day only, not a month. Because every rotation of the sun can make a day. And every disappear and starting to new moon is a start of the month. So months are 12. And today is the 10th day of first month of Muharram. And that is a great significance because many things happen, like Prophet Adam was forgiven on this day. The Prophet Noah was saved, his people, on this day from the flood. The Prophet Yunus came out from the whale. Or Prophet Ibrahim was saved from the fire. The Prophet Ayub was cured on this day. Prophet Musa was past the Red Sea with Bani Israel. So many things happen, and one of the great things happen is the greatest sacrifice of the human history. The family of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they all are going to battlefield for giving their life for Islam, for the sake of Allah. They don't want to go against Islam. They don't want to accept the head of the state, which is against Islam, which is Yazid. They fought against him, his army, and they give their lives happily for the sake of Allah, and they become alive. Until today, they are alive in paradise because Allah bring the souls of the shaheed or the martyr, those who killed in the way of Allah. Allah interred their souls in paradise in the big birds. And they are happy there, Allah said, and they are yurzukun, they are giving the sustenance, the food there. And they are alive. Allah said, don't call them they are dead, but they are alive, but you don't understand. So that is the greatest story happened also on the day of Ashura, that Imam Hussein, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who lead his family, and they wanted to bring the law of Allah, and they are not accepting the other than any law of Allah, because Allah is the owner of this land, so they want to implement the law of Allah on the earth. And Yazid was against the law of Allah, so they fought for the law of Allah for the sake of Allah. And if Imam Hussein can only say, okay, Yazid, I accept you falsely, and accept the unjust, and accept the things which is against the law of Allah, against the law of Islam, then he can save his life and save the life of his family. Rather, he choose to give the life, and they become alive. And they are, until now, the billions of people in the world, they love them because of their great sacrifice and great honor to their lives. And those who culprit these things, like Yazid and his companions, they are all cursed by the people of the world today. So may Allah give us good example with the sacrifice of the Prophet's family, Imam Hussein and his family, and give us always to make ourselves to be sacrificed for the sake of Allah, and not to follow the footsteps of Yazid, and not to follow the footsteps of Shaitan, but to follow the Hussein and the family of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Also, this day will be the end of the world, Ashura. This day will be the Yawmul Qiyamah. The day of judgment will stand up. We all will come out from the graves and they stand up to give the judgment, and that will be the day of judgment. And that will be the day of Ashura, the 10th of Muharram, because end of the world will happen on this day, and people will be restricted to the next life in this day. Then people can go to hellfire, and the people can go to paradise. Allah give us guidance according to the family of the Prophet Muhammad, how they sacrifice in this day of Ashura. So make us this as an example for us, and give us guidance that we can always go in your way and not to go to evil, and sacrifice for you in our lives.